Eat It Nation, we're in for a treat today because we're going to do some chicken wing, chicken wing, chicken wing. It's mad scientist time. We're going to inject these, we're going to season them. We got a little bit of Creole butter. We have, which is Creole butter. We have some seasoning salt, garlic, paprika for color, and a little bit of onion powder. I'm going to inject all these first, and then as I inject them, I'm going to put them over there, and then we're going to toss them and roll them around in the seasoning. Okay. Now it doesn't take very much. These are pretty small. We have about, I don't know, almost 6 pounds of chicken here. And I mean, you just want to put enough in there, you'll feel them plump in your hand as you put the injection in there. And really, that's all you want. It's a small piece of meat. It really doesn't take a whole lot. Any injection that we have left at the end, we're going to use as a binder. Rub it all over the outside, and that'll help our seasoning stick when we put them in the smoke. It's a very small amount. I don't figure you can see this on the camera, but it's just a small amount. You can see them plump. This is going to be some really good yard bird. I'm going to go ahead and inject the rest of these up, and when it comes time to season, I'll be back. Okay, everything's injected. I took what was left of the injection and I put it on the outside. I tossed them in it. That way it's kind of like a binder. And we're going to start out with some seasoning salt. Just going to give them a good light coat. So do these over here while we're here. Get them all. Give them a pretty good coat. And then we're going to use the garlic. A little bit of garlic. Garlic's good for you. Good for the chicken. Some onion. And then we have some smoked paprika. This will just help give them a nicer color. We don't do a lot for flavor. We're going to toss these around. Some more. Onion and the garlic. Paprika. These here, a little tougher to do because they're on a plate, but just flip them babies over. It's going to be yummy. Yummy for your tummy. Everybody likes a chicken wing. Now you don't have to smoke these. You can run these through a deep fryer. Do 2 or 3 at a time. About 10 minutes. Turn your oven on as low as it'll go. Put some foil on top of it. And as they come out after 10 minutes, you just throw them on that and stick them in the oven. They'll stay warm. And I've done them that way a lot. They're good that way. It crisps up your skin pretty good. But today, we're going to put them in some smoke. Let these rest for just a little bit. And then go out and get the smoker ready. We'll be cooking. Alright, I got the smoker ready to go. We got some pecan wood in there. I'm rolling at 275. I didn't put the water pan in. And what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to take these and I'm just going to dump them straight into the cooker. See it? We're just going to put them in there, make a pile. just going to let them cook a little bit slower, and I'll come out here and I'm going to check these in about, I don't know, 45 minutes or so. And I'll probably rotate them, flip them around, still keep them in a pile, and probably start basting them with maybe a little bit more of the Creole butter. I might just squirt regular water, or maybe, I don't know, I'll find something to squirt on them. See you in a minute. Alright, it's been about 45 minutes. We're going to look inside here, see what we got. Wow, we got a big mound of chicken. Okay, I decided on using some Creole butter, and just plop that on there. You can avoid the smoke. I've been keeping the wood to it pretty good. Throw some on there every 15 minutes or so. Alright, now what we want to do here, just kind of get in here and flip these around a little bit. That way the ones on the bottom can get some smoke, get some cooking. But they're looking good. They really are. We want to keep them piled up. That way they're cooking kind of like a bigger piece of chicken, I guess you'd say. Now I'm going to take, before I close this up, I want to put some more of this Creole butter on this side of everything. Now, one thing you got to watch, if your seasonings aren't set, is really don't brush the brush across it, just kind of let it drip on there. Once you get a little more done, you can get a little rougher with them. So, we'll back check these again in about a half hour, 40 minutes. See you then. We'll zero in there. Alright, it's been another 45 minutes. We're going to check these. See, they're looking pretty good. Let's see what the temp's on. That one's at 124. About 126. So we're an hour and a half into this. That one's in the 130s. That one's in the 130s. Okay, what we're going to do, I'm going to take and spread these out. I'm going to move them a little bit closer to the fire. I want to crisp up the skin a little bit. Got one stuck in the grate. Put them down here closer to the heat. Start to get a little bit of sear on them, and that's going to help us with our bite on the skin. We're still showing about 275 in the, where they were sitting, so I'm guessing they're probably up around, I don't know, 300 or so right here on this end. That's right where the fire's coming up into the cooking chamber. So we're going to get these things up about 160, and we'll be back. Alright, I've been trying to figure out what I'm going to cook with these wings, and I've decided, Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, we're going to make potato wedges. And they're going to be good because we're going to treat them just like a baked potato at the end. Alright, we're going to cut these up. Now it depends on what size and thickness you want, but I'm going to do something different with these today, so I'm going to cut them bigger. Good thing about these is I don't have to peel the potato. You want to leave the skins on. And after you cut them, you want to put them down in some water, or they're going to turn kind of a nasty looking gray on you. You want to keep them in pretty thick pieces as we go here. As long as we keep them all about the same size, we'll be good. reason we do that is so that they'll cook even. Kind of common sense. Rule of thumb kind of on when you're doing something like this is 1 potato to 1.5 potatoes to each person you're trying to feed. So that kind of give you an idea on how many you need to cut up. That way you don't end up with a whole bunch of waste. Alright, that's how you do that. We'll be back in just a second. We'll start frying these up. Alright, we're getting ready to start to fry up some of these potatoes. Sorry, I was letting that calm down. You want to fry these until they start to float. Once they start to float, you know they're done. I have a plate here with a paper towel, and I'll put them on here. That way some of the grease will come off, and we'll season them up. Once those are all done, we'll come back. The wings are done, and we'll show you how to plate this. Okay, the first batch of potatoes are done, second batch is in. Now this is a commercial wing sauce, and I've added some butter and some sour cream, and this is all up to you. But it cuts the heat down on it just a little bit. You still get that little bit of tang and a zing. I'm going to stir this up. Then I'm going to put it in the microwave for just a second. I want to get it all dissolved here. This will cut the heat out of this and give it a really nice flavor. I know you youngsters won't appreciate that, but us old folks do. You still get the flavor without the heat. We'll be right back when the rest of these are done, and see you in a minute. Alright, the fries are done. And we're going to use some seasoning salt, some garlic, and some pepper. This is restaurant grind black pepper. I'm sure the table grind would work too. And you want to kind of toss them in it and get it on everything. I'm going to go out and get the wings. We'll be right back and we'll see how this comes out. Okay, I just pulled these things out of the smoker. They've been sitting over there warming. They've been done for a half hour or so. I just left them in there on the cool end of it. Wrapped in foil on this pan to just keep the temp in. But I'm going to show you something that's really cool here. And maybe some of you know it. Few of the wings, pour a little bit of hot sauce in there. Okay. We're going to put our lid on. And then we're going to shake it. Shake and bake. That's going to cover everything really evenly. don't know if you can see that or not, but I mean every part of those are covered. So let's take a bite and see what happens. That's really good. That's really good. That's really good. It's done. It's juicy. Has a nice char on the outside. Really good. But we're going to show you a plate here in just a second. Alright, here's what we ended up with. This is why I call them baked potato wedges. I season them with garlic, seasoning salt, and pepper, and then I put butter, sour cream, and cheese on them, and a little bit of parsley, and they're going to be delicious. Watch this. It's like a little miniature baked potato. Really good. Really good. Yeah, it's really good. It's time to eat it. Okay, we're going to talk about the cook a little bit. Maybe some of the things that you didn't see. When I moved the chicken wings over closer to the fire, I really kind of stood over top of it, and I kept basting it and flipping them. And when they got to be at least 165, I started taking them off. And then the cooler ones, I kept moving closer to the fire. That went on for probably a half hour or so, then they were all done. I was putting them on a pan and foiling them, and then at the end I took them and put them clear on the cool side, turned the heat clear off, or the air clear off in the smoker, and that kind of kept them warm while I came in here and worked on the potatoes. The potatoes, once they start to float, you want to poke them with a fork, make sure they're done, and then other than that, you're pretty much on your own. See you next time.